Hey, this is ThinkerThunker. I don't know what it is we're looking at hiding back there in those trees. We're definitely going to take a closer look at that. But first, I just wanted to say thank you to all my new supporters over at Patreon.com. Your generosity helped make this video possible. I appreciate you so much. And my supporters here, you guys, please go check out my channel on Patreon. Join the conversation over there. And all right, let's go check out this clip. All right, this footage is pretty bizarre stuff. It's called Caught on Film at Salt Fork in Ohio. And apparently that Salt Fork Park area, it's pretty much a hotspot. So definitely worth a look. And the guy who filmed this, he's a YouTuber called Bluetracker122, I believe. Go check out his channel if you want to watch the full clip. Give him a subscribe, say thanks. Anyway, you're going to see this Blue Tracker guy in a span of only a few minutes go through a wide range of emotions as he just keeps encountering really odd stuff back to back. The first of which is him finding these bizarre tree sculptures, for lack of a better term.
It was in the middle of it. Wasn't here last 2 weeks ago. Must have had a bad storm or something, because the thing might have fell, or they dragged it up here. Kind of weird. It's been the way they have this set up like this, and up there like that. That is weird. Wow.
You know, when trees fall, there's generally a stump left behind, right? Or a hole in the ground, or something. We don't see that here. And we even hear Blue Tracker say they might have drug it up here. So the question is, how do you drag 1,000 or so pounds of dead weight around? Because we hear him say that happened over the past couple of weeks. So even if someone was able to get heavy equipment in through all the trees, that would have torn up some earth. So surely a guy named Blue Tracker would have noticed those tracks.
Oh, we've got birds out here.
Now the guy's hearing a bird call, which in itself isn't out of the ordinary, but for some reason, it really freaks him out. Listen.
Oh, that's a bird. Gotta be. Scaring the hell out of me. I am by myself, so I don't see anything.
Then he starts zooming in and panning around and finds this. There appears to be some dark shape just off those rocks hiding there in the grass, but he just can't make it out. He's not sure, so he moves on and then has an oh my God moment.
Oh my God. Really? Look at that. I'm about maybe 20 feet from this. Holy smokes. You should have came out here. You could have petted this deer. I'm right next to him. Wow. I cannot believe this. Look at that.
And then he finds this.
I don't know what the hell that is. It's too far away.
So now I'm going to stabilize this, and I have picked one point here on this tree. You can see this little box that's on the screen the entire time, and you can watch the little keyframes here as it tracks that one point as I go along frame to frame. And now I'm going to apply what I've just tracked, and now it is stabilized to a degree, and here is what we're looking at out there, and I can't tell what that is. I almost see a deer head. It seems like you can see eyes, but it's just too hard to tell. But there's something out there.
It's quiet out here now. I don't see anything here.
Funny he says, I don't see anything now. I mean, he's got stuff all around him, weird shapes out in the grass, the deer, and then this.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Now he's got something else he can identify, but this is way too shaky to tell what we're looking at. So now we've got this stabilized, and if you watch this area right here, its face, mouth, and eyes, if I scrub back and forth, you can see it keeps glancing back over at Bluetracker, trying to stay hidden, but it just can't help but glance over. And boy, now that he's zoomed in, he knows he's looking at something. His camera's really shaky. And so why this? Why does its face look almost luminescent? And if you scrub back to say here, okay, so we can clearly see the camera is aimed into the shadows where it's dark, and so the camera's sensor sets its exposure to the dark setting. And so anything that's got direct sunlight on it, like out here or these leaves, it just gets blown out. It's just lost information. And so maybe Smiley out here in the trees, maybe it's got light area on its face, and when it turns to glance at Bluetracker, maybe it turns its face into some sunlight, and again that it just goes blown out, lost information. All right, I'm gonna just keep scrubbing through. But whatever it is, to me, I'm seeing something that looks kind of like that. Something that's just stooped out there, trying to remain hidden. So I'll just scrub on to the end now. And it just keeps glancing over, doesn't it? There it is again. And it looks away, keeps looking back. And that's the end. Okay, so none of these little isolated events are that big a deal. You've got the crazy tree structures, and then him being freaked out by the bird calls, and then this deer just pops up out of nowhere to hang out with him, and next you've got this jet black lump over there in the grass, and then whatever this is way out here, and then you've got Smiley. But what interests me about all of this is that it's all happening within a 5-minute window, just back to back, boom, boom, boom. So what was going on there? Is it at least possible that Bluetracker wandered into some area that maybe he shouldn't have been in, especially alone, due to the fact that it was clearly marked with huge trees, which to most of us would say, get out of here. And then suddenly Bluetracker found himself surrounded by, say, the owners of that territory, a hunting party who happened to be hunting that deer and were signaling to one another with bird calls, and the deer, doing the only thing it could do to stay alive, decided to take refuge right there beside Bluetracker, thinking that it would keep it safe, and apparently was right. Or is it more likely that Bluetracker just simply wandered into this strange area where trees fall without leaving traces of stumps or holes, and those same trees, along with other live trees, just happen to form weird configurations resembling some giant art installations, and there just happened to be crazy birds calling out such that it made a grown man nervous, all of which was happening seconds before some really friendly wild deer, possibly somebody's pet, which for some reason was out there in the middle of nowhere, shows up to hang out and graze there beside Bluetracker, and there just happened to be odd jet black shapes scattered about in the trees and grass, all of which could be true, I guess. But how do you account for Smiley here? Explain that. And hey, just a quick thank you to anyone here on YouTube who ever donated to my tip jar. Thank you guys so much for all your generosity, all your support, all your comments, and sharing my videos. Thank you guys so much. I made some friends here. Unfortunately, YouTube decided to end the tip jar program. So after 3 years of trying, I just couldn't make a go of it here on YouTube. I had to move on. That was a year ago. Some of you guys, you wouldn't have it. You reached out to me. You told me about patreon.com. So I'm giving that a try. I hope to see you there. If not, take care. Thanks for watching.